him without looking, and I'd look down to see how close I was. Or I'd draw the back of somebody's head, and I was staring, paying attention, but I have a hard time sitting still. So I find myself having to move, fidget, whatever. I used to knit during faculty meetings just to keep my hands busy. I just do better that way. But what's interesting about the blind contour stuff, it can be anything. I mean, like I'll just pull that pen. All right, so if I start, well, I think I picked my pen up. Okay, so you see I'm way off. But that's okay, because I'm paying attention to what I see. So a lot of times if you want to draw something, if you'll start with blind contour first, to really, it's like pretend like you have this little tiny trained creature that's going along, and when it sees something interesting, it goes in and investigates and comes back. And if you try that first, that's one way to loosen up. Then you can do a continual line drawing. And then when you sit down to really draw it seriously, you've already studied that object in several different ways. And so you might find that, or you can, when you look at this and you go, oh wow, I was way off, got too skinny, but I wasn't looking. Here I got too fat, but I wasn't looking. But I still paid attention to the bends of my nails. You could tell where my nails were, that one finger, it wasn't, that's definitely a thumb. It's a fat one, but it's a thumb. You see what I'm talking about? Okay. What I want y'all to do now is try a blind contour of your hand. So I want you to turn to another sheet in your notebook. And also be sure to label it as blind contour. You'll know that it is. But just
any problem at all.
But it's really, I'm going to go get a sketchbook and show you some other examples real quick. But I don't want to talk while y'all are doing this because you really have to pay attention. So what I want you to do is I want you to turn sideways in your chair. Put your hand on the back of your chair so you cannot see. If you can see, then you're going to look. Yeah. Okay. Suzanne figured out how to block her view, so if that's easier for you, you can do that. So, however you can do it, so you cannot see out of the corner of your eye. Okay. Go for it. Oops, I think my point broke. You mean sharpen your pencil?
No, I just went off
Oh,
into
okay.
a hole.
But that, see, you would have gotten an A plus.
Oh my gosh.
Because you
That's
followed
pretty good.
directions. You drew details as you got to them, you didn't pick up your pen.
Sometimes I forget, sometimes to go.
And we'll take a break when y'all do that.
I missed my whole thumb somehow.
But then you could come back and try again.
Yeah.
But, you know, you always have your other hand to draw. So even if your sketchbook, you would have had an A too. Because I know it seems funny now and you think, oh, that's awful. But you're training
I
to
know,
look
I know.
at stuff.
Yeah.
You're learning to see that bend in that finger.
Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah.
Oh my.
And-
I'm not sure what this little digit is.
Yeah. And
I think it was an attempt to come back alongside of the finger to get to the next one.
Hey.
yeah, next time I would
do
try
know that.
try to do it with
I have
your hand.
ideas.
Yeah, but that's correct for your hand that way. Now try it a different view with or your. See, what I'd like you to do for homework
Okay.
is to do several different views of your hand. You know, do it in the fist. Do it, you know, just, I mean, you always have your hand
Blind.
blind,
Yeah.
blind. And then pick other objects. You know, this was a sketchbook this was my first ever art journal. I started art journaling in 2016, and I took a course with Liz Steele. It's called Sketching Now, and she didn't really teach watercolor per se, but that's what she does. And one of the first lessons was we sketched our supplies, but another one of the she also talked about blind contour. So like here is the blind contour of this object. So I did a blind contour and then I drew the object. Yeah, my kitty cat's eating. Here I did a blind contour of a vase. And then I drew the vase. This is contour looking at it.
Continuous contour?
Not necessarily, no.
Okay.
That's just occasionally. But
Okay.
learning continuous will help you with blind. Okay? This one, I did a blind contour of my hand, and then I looked at my hand. I went fairly fast, but you can see I'm a little more accurate when I look. You should be. Okay? I hope so. Okay, then I had this crazy contraption. It was a vase that had an elephant and it held scissors. And that's what it was. So I drew the blind contour and then I drew what it was. Because you might not know that that's what that is. This was a weird wooden puzzle, piece of a puzzle, and I tried to draw that, and then it looks like that. So it's practicing drawing what you see. I love doing this. I was at a doctor's office. So I was drawing blind contour the chairs. You can draw anything. And now try not to stare at somebody. They might kind of think you're weird. My shoe. I had a tennis shoe on that day. Here's my purse with the keys hanging off of it.
Blind contour.
Blind
But the
contour.
shoe wasn't blind contour,
Yes.
was it? Oh my gosh, Karen, amazing.
But the more you practice, the more you're gonna. It's really kind of fun to challenge yourself to see. Let's see if I can do that. See if I can do that. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. So we're going to take a break, let y'all get up, stretch, go to the restroom, and then we're going to come back.